The Nepisiguit River. From those cold, clear headwaters, it winds over 140 kilometers through the ancient highlands of the Appalachian chain in the shadow of the Christmas Mountains, before reaching the Bay of Chaleur at Bathurst. It is one of New Brunswick's great natural arteries, ancient, unhurried, and alive. You know, some rivers just don't flow through valleys. They flow through people. This one became the current that joined my thoughts, my music, and the work that would follow. It was here, along the Nepisiguit, that my work found its voice. Every bend, every change of light offered a lesson. The perfect classroom for a filmmaker who loved both the craft and the quiet. And of course, I love fishing. Now, I've filmed on rivers all over the world, but this one always brings me home. There seems to be a rhythm here that syncs with your heartbeat, a calm that reminds you to listen. Sitting on the riverbank, you just kind of slow down. You take a deep breath, and you notice the small things, and you let the calm take over. It really is good for your soul, and you always go home seeing life a little differently. There's a local legend, an old story that once said that the old logsmen that used to run the river here said you could walk across the river on the backs of the salmon. And at night, the sound of their tails breaking the water was louder than the current itself. The Atlantic salmon is the king of this river. Its heartbeat, its story, its blood. The river is the vein, and we are the caretakers. What happens here matters to us all. This is where the work begins, to help restore what time and circumstances have taken, and to keep the life of this river flowing for generations to come. These days, the river still runs true, of course. It ebbs and flows the same way it has for thousands of years. Steady, patient, and alive. But the world, of course, around has changed. There are fewer salmon now, and fewer signs of the abundance that once filled these waters. But still, the river endures. It continues to provide, to teach, and to remind us what balance means. For the Mi'kmaq people, this river has always been a lifeblood. It gave them water, food, and connection. A way of life that stretched back long before our time. And that connection hasn't been lost. Today, the Mi'kmaq people of Pabineau First Nation are still here. They're still caring for this same stretch of water, and their respect for the river runs as deep as the current itself. And now, through modern conservation and collaboration, they're giving back.
My name is Robert Crisco. I'm the Special Research and Programs Coordinator here in Pabineau First Nation. Mostly in projects for FSC fisheries, as food, social, ceremonial fisheries. We're here at Pabineau First Nation. We have a salmon counting fence. The salmon counting fence has been going on for at least 40 to 45 years right now. The purpose of the fence is actually to count the salmon stocks within the Nepisiguit River, make sure those stocks are healthy and not declining. After 40 years of monitoring of the salmon counting fence, noticed that the stocks of salmon had been dropping over the last 5 years, and that's why it's very important to have this salmon counting fence. Is because we want to know how the river is doing, especially with the food, social, and ceremonial salmon that our Pabineau First Nation members actually use for their food, social, and ceremonial purposes. So we put the fence up, count all the salmon, make sure that they do a health check, they measure the salmon, they determine if they're male or female, and then they release it. Some are saved for broodstock. A broodstock program been going on for almost 40 years as well. So we stock the river with salmon that we take from the river. Now, the salmon that we take from the river, we have a permit from DFO for 25 females salmon 25 male salmon and 20 male grills.
Early in the day, the team prepares to select 2 large females and 2 large males from the holding tubs. Every movement is calm and deliberate. Nets glide through the water, the salmon lifted carefully into a shaded tent beside the river. Inside the tent, a tub of fresh river water awaits, where a mild sedative helps the salmon relax. For a few minutes, they drift quietly, unharmed, weightless, and still.
Oh yeah, there's some really funny ones.
So for the others, bring the female first.
Yeah.
Fish on the soup.
Yeah.
Then the male.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This calm ensures the safety of both the fish and the handlers. Once the fish are ready, the process begins. The eggs are gently released from the female into a basin, and the milt from a smaller male is carefully added.
Stubborn, eh, Fisher?
No, I think she's all done.
It's all done? Nice job.
She's all done.
Okay.
It's mixed by hand, a simple, natural act that mirrors what happens just feet away in the wild. Within moments, fertilization occurs. We start a new life for the next generation of Atlantic salmon. These eggs are then collected, labeled, and sent to the Charlo Fish Hatchery, where they'll be incubated over the winter before hatching into fry.
Heads up, down, down.
As the work concludes, each adult salmon is moved into a recovery tank. Slowly, the sedative wears off. The fish regain balance and begin to swim again.
Recovery, yes. After they give up their eggs, we put them in here to gain consciousness again, and then they're released into the wild.
And they seem like they're coming back already.
Yes.
They seem to have released pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's good. They were nice and relaxed.
So you've got how many of these you're going to do in all here? There's 25 females?
Yes.
20...
So we're going to do approximately 12 today. He just wants to do a little more than half or less. But that female is ready to go back into the wild soon.
When do you release?
Pabineau's Joey Sewell, a quiet leader of the river and dedicated to this program for many years, watches each one carefully, ensuring every fish is strong enough to return. His team's respect for these animals runs deeper than the water itself.
First Nation community. How many you got working here?
Oh, in all, we got close to 15. There's
15 working on this project?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Finally, Joey carries each salmon by hand to the current, just below the counting fence. He lowers them gently, holding them steady until they feel the flow and swim free. One by one, they vanish into the river, alive, unharmed, and ready to continue their journey. These are Atlantic salmon, of course, the only species of salmon that can return to spawn again and again, if they survive. They are truly renewable, a reminder of the resilience built into nature itself. The success rate of these on-site fertilizations? Well, 85%, compared to barely 20% in the wild. That's not just science, that's stewardship. What begins with knowledge ends with gratitude. A circle of care that flows from the people to the river and back again.
My name is Rick Wadling. I'm the president of the Nepisiguit Salmon Association, and I'm very happy to be here today with Glenn and his crew and Pabineau and We're here at the fence on the Nepisiguit River, and this is where they actually capture the fish, and we use that for to pick up eggs and for them to try to increase the population of fish in the river. Through the summer, we have a crew that works here on the Nepisiguit with the Nepisiguit Salmon Association in conjunction with Pabineau. We do water quality testing, we do electrofishing to determine quantities, I guess, of fish in the river, looking for invasive species, just natural water quality, where we could do better, where we could protect some areas. So we've been pretty busy with that stuff through the summer. Coming into the fall, like there's the eggs, the broodstock collection that Pabineau does. But in the next week or so, we'll be doing red counts. And this is further up on the river. And what we'll do is we actually go and see where the fish are spawning. And we have crews that go out and check the river system to see, where fish spawn. And from year to year, we can determine, is there more fish in the river or less fish in the river? And that way we have a better understanding of where fish spawn, what we have to maybe protect a little bit better. Just yesterday I was at Pabineau and at the falls, and there was fish starting to jump up through the falls, and I guess it's amazing the amount of people that actually come and sit there for hours just to watch a fish swim up through the falls, and it's amazing to see, and it just shows how resilient these salmon are. They'll decide that it's time to go, and they'll go. Today, if you look out, there's very little water in the river, but still, when they decide it's time to lay their eggs, they'll make their way, I guess. This year, they might be a little bit further spawning down in the river than up above because there's not much water, but we'll have to see by our red counts exactly where they are. Glenn has been pretty successful with his drone in identifying where these are, and we can cover a lot more area quicker with a drone, and we have to actually do all these red counts. So, no, that's basically what we are. We're not-for-profit. We're very interested in preservation of the fish in the river.
The Nepisiguit Salmon Association, the Charlo Fish Hatchery, and the Pabineau First Nation are proving what's possible when tradition and technology work together. These results ripple far beyond this stretch of water. For every fish that rises again through these currents, there's a story of balance, renewal, and respect. Because the river isn't just where life begins, it's where it continues.
And that helps our salmon stocks in years to come, and try to ensure that our kids and our kids' generation after generation will have fishing opportunities and experiences like we have now with the salmon that's in this river.